Hey guys, me again. I thought while I'm here I'll do a couple of other topics that I've been wanting to speak about. I just rambled on for like 10 minutes and my film wasn't going, so now I've got to say it all again. Anyway, this topic is Gen X, and I spoke about this before. I put a post on my IG last week about it. And I wanted to talk about it because I have talked about it before, but I don't know if people really understand if you are a Gen Xer or are connected to someone that's Gen Xer. So how important we are. The new Earth bridges is what I've been hearing for many years. And I kind of knew there was something about my generation when I was a kid growing up. Obviously, what I wrote about, a lot of stuff in my book about it, I actually specifically write about Generation X in my book. No kidding. And I was guided to do that when I wrote the book. Today I attended an event by Elizabeth Peru for Gen X's, and that's why I wanted to bring it up again, because she was saying so many things that I have also received and known for years, and wrote in my book. And I'm thinking she was just amazing. She was talking about the 70s and the 80s, our generation, why we are carrying what we're carrying, what our role is for the planet, why we're doing what we're doing. And I'm like, wow, so much of this I mentioned in my book, and I'm thinking, has she read my book? But no, I know she got her own information. But you just know why I'm explaining it like this is because I'm sure if you're Gen X and you're listening to this, you'll kind of go, yes, because today when we were on the event and I was in the chat, I could see so many other Gen Xers that were saying the same thing as what I was saying. Yeah, I always knew there was something about us. I've always felt it. And the interesting thing is, there was also so many that she was saying, and I've always felt this, that we're kind of undercover. She called it undercover. It's kind of like we've been in the background. So we don't have huge social media platforms. We don't have tens of thousands of people following us. We don't have a lot of that. But she was saying how she meets a lot of people that are in positions around the planet, like through coaching, that are doing incredible things that are Gen Xers that other people don't really know about. It's not like they're famous people or whatever. But the reason I'm sharing this is because this year is our year. So all of us that have been kind of doing a lot of work undercover, behind the scenes, waiting for it to come out, whatever, this is our year to step up, step forward, and step into our sovereignty more. And this is the year for us to say, okay, well, I've been doing it undercover, but I'm not doing it undercover anymore. This is the year. A lot of Gen Xers are sensitive. A lot of Gen Xers are like, I won't go through the generation of things that we went, like, things that came into our generation, and the reasons why. But a lot of us are kind of a bit like, oh yeah, I'll just stand back here, and I'll maybe just do this on the side. And if you notice, there's a lot of the generation after us that's out there on platforms and going for it, and but now it's time this year, the Gen X. So the Gen X's are very, very having a very, very important role on the planet. I say it that way because there's no hierarchy. Everyone's important, but a good percentage of the light workers on the planet at the moment are Gen Xers. A good percentage of us are bringing in these incredible codes, anchoring New Earth, bringing that higher consciousness. And there's others doing great jobs too, but it runs deep. I won't go into it here, but I'll just say there are specific things that Generation X's carry that's really needed out there. So let's support each other. Also, I want to say that anybody that's connected to Gen X, so children, if you're divine masculine or feminine are not a Gen X, but they are your divine masculine feminine, obviously, and connected to you, they will have the same type of role. My daughter's not Gen X, but she's here for a great role on the planet. She's known since she was a kid. She's out there doing it. She's obviously an adult now, but she's known too. So she's not Gen X, but she's my daughter and connected to me. So your children could also know. You will know, is what I'm saying. people that aren't Generation X, if you're watching this, I don't want to offend anybody. I'm not judging anybody. You'll still know if you have, like I said, if you're connected to another Gen X, or, you know, you have a powerful role on the planet of what you're doing as a light worker. And again, it doesn't mean you have to be out there on platforms with hundreds of thousands of people. It could be another way you're doing it. We're all here to do things differently. We're not, us light workers, we're not here all doing the same thing. We're all here doing the thing that our soul signed up for, what our divine blueprint is, and what we're here doing. And I actually did talk about this in my masterclass the other day. Yes, I finally did it. I finally did my masterclass. That'll be out soon. It's just got to get edited and put together and that. But yeah, so just a little quick message for the Gen Xers. This is our year. So if you are Gen X and you feel so, you know in your heart and soul, or you're connected to one and you've been like on the fence, 1 foot in, 1 foot out, anything like that, just know that this is your time and this is the year, and the universe is going to push your butt out there. Being undercover is not really, I say it that way, it's not really going to be a thing anymore this year for if we want to. The universe is really pushing us out there. But in saying that, our deeper connection to our soul and being guided by our soul is going to want us to do that anyway. It's going to want us to not just sort of plod along how we've been. And I don't say even that we've been plodding. We might have been doing some incredible work and creations, but we are just going to be getting out there in a bigger way. So, and however that is, it's just going to be meaning that whatever you're a part of in your divine blueprint, to how you are anchoring in this divine love into this planet, into the higher consciousness, that's just going to, like, you know, that type of work, it's just going to be out there more. It's going to be out there more. Losing my words, you know what I mean. It's going to be enhanced more, amplified more. So I just wanted to share that. So, another thing I thought of today also for doing this video, I thought of an idea. If you're a Gen X, you know how I was doing the light activations, and I was calling all light workers last year. It was the middle of last year, and we were doing like once a fortnight, once every 2 weeks or 4 weeks, we would show up and I'd try and bring people together to do it. And it did kind of phase out because people just didn't see my posts and they didn't comment and they just lost interest, I guess, and life gets in the way, you know. But I was wondering if there's any Gen X's here. I really want to try and perhaps get the Gen X's together, and it may only just be for the one time, to do a really powerful activation for the planet. So again, it will be, if you are Gen X and you feel drawn to, in your heart and soul, but you are a light worker here doing this same work, please comment below and let me know. And the more comments we have, you know, I'll know that people are interested, and we can maybe get it together in the next week or two and pick a time and a date and just do an incredible light activation. It's too close to do it to the 20, I'm doing this on the 20th actually, but I probably won't post this until tomorrow. I might actually, so then the 22nd is too close, but I will pick a time, maybe towards the end of the month. I'll have a look. Actually, I won't have a look. I'll just be guided. I'll let my higher self guide me. So let me know if you're a Gen X and you would like to all come together, because that was one thing that when I was in the chat today of this event, this live event, and there was so many others in there that felt the same as me when I was a child. I just knew I was here in a generation to be for something different, you know, for us to do something different and bring something powerful to the world. And there was a lot of people in the chat that were kind of saying the same thing, and I'm like, wow, these people exist. Like, there was other Gen X's it was really lovely, because we were all coming together saying, yes, I felt like that. Yes, I've known since I was a kid. Yes, but I didn't really know what we're here to do, and blah blah blah. So it gave me the idea then. I'm like, why don't we just get so many of us together? Could be really powerful, and do this. So if you're interested, like and put a comment in the bottom and share it with another Gen X that you might know of that would be interested as well, or even just share the video anyway. And let's do it. And remember, Gen Xers, this is our year. This is our year. It doesn't all have to be like all out there elaborate. It's just about really being in our sovereignty, putting your foot forward, 2 feet in, and really anchoring that higher divine light and codes into the planet. Okay. Ciao. Love you guys. Bye. Peace out.